In this video, I'm going to talk about some high-level steps that you should be following if you want to be successful with print on demand. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts. I've been designing and selling t-shirts online since 2005. If that's something you want to learn how to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. So in this video, I'm going to teach you some high-level steps that you should be doing if you want to be successful with print on demand. Now these steps are going to be real high level. I'm not going to tell you all the details of it. You can find all the details in lots of videos on YouTube. Lots of people talk about these different things. These steps actually could be their own video for each one, but I wanted to go over them because a lot of people just go into print on demand head first and they don't think about any of these things, and then they wonder why they're not getting any sales or anything like that. So I wanted to make sure that for those of you maybe thinking about print on demand, or for those of you that just started print on demand and wondering why you're not getting sales or things like that, this video is for you. And maybe for some of you who have been doing print on demand for a little while and maybe haven't done these steps, you can also benefit from these. So you're going to want to stay to the end to see all these steps, as well as another addition of trend credits at the very end of this video. I'm going to tell you one of the trends on Amazon right now, so stay till the end for that. So first, let's get into these steps. I think a lot of people kind of skip over some things just to get into the sales really quickly and forget about some of the things that you should be doing to get it. So it will all make sense when I explain all these steps. Let's get into step one. So step one is actually finding the right print-on-demand shops. Now, I know there's lots of print-on-demand shops out there, and you can look at lots of different videos on YouTube to find what print-on-demand shop does this and what does that. I'm going to tell you to do the research up front. Don't just join all of them. You're going to want to just join maybe just one of them, maybe two, but I would suggest one for now. And that's because doing 10 different shops at once is going to be way overwhelming. So keep it simple, just pick one shop for now. And you want to do your research to find out which print-on-demand shop works best for you. So here are 10 print-on-demand shops that I'm on. These are the ones that I use, and they're pretty good. They're all free to join. You won't see on here Etsy or Shopify, and the reason for that is if you're just starting out on print on demand, I would suggest doing these because these are free. You can kind of get your feet wet here. Etsy and Shopify are going to have some cost associated with it. So until you're familiar with print on demand, I'm going to say stick to one of these. So when you're looking for a print on demand shop, what I suggest you do is look at the designs that they're selling. First of all, you may see that some print on demand shops have really intricate designs, and maybe some other ones sell things that are just more graphic design and not so artsy and things like that. So find one that matches your design style. If you can look at this and say, hey, I can design these kind of things, then maybe that print on demand shop is right for you. Other things that you may be looking for are products. Maybe you want to do t-shirts, but you also want to do stickers, and you want to do bags or things like that. You also want to look at the markup. You also want to look at the terms of service, what kinds of things that they do well as payment options. I know a lot of you are not from the United States. You may want to do some research to make sure that you can get paid from one of these print-on-demand shops. So there's lots of research going into these. Don't just go in and say, I'm going to do Redbubble, I'm going to go do it. And you know, a lot of people go in there and their design style doesn't work with that, or they don't like the products, or they don't like. So do a lot of research before joining any of these. There's, again, like I said, there's tons of videos out there. Do your research beforehand. That's going to save you a lot of heartache. So just to recap, step number one is to pick one print-on-demand shop, but do the research before picking it. Watch YouTube videos, go on the websites, and figure out which one you want to start with. And by doing all that research up front, you'll save yourself a lot of heartache, and you'll be more clear on what to do in that print-on-demand space. So step number two is more research. So of course, when you're doing your print-on-demand shop, you're going to research on finding out which one's best for you. Now you're going to research even more on what types of things are selling well on that print-on-demand spot. So for example, if you decided that Redbubble is the right print-on-demand shop for you, I would go on there and look at the best sellers, look at the different types of designs that are selling right there, figure out the different audience. So each print-on-demand site has different audiences. Figure out the best niches in that, best topics in that. You also want to check out the competition. So make sure that, is the design style really high, and you're going to have to make your designs really intricate to compete with the competition there. So research is key. A lot of people just jump into print on demand and forget this step entirely and just like, I'm gonna just design t-shirts and I'm just gonna put up designs that I think will sell, and then they don't get any sales and then they wonder why. And it's because they didn't do the research up front. They don't know exactly what's selling on the print on demand space and the print on demand shops. They just figure, they watch a few videos and know that people are making money on print on demand, but they don't understand how they're making money. So you have to understand what people are actually selling, what types of things sell, what kind of topics are topics that people are looking for? What's the different audience, and how do I design for that? What kind of things that people want to do there? So research, research, research. I can't say this enough. This is a huge one that people miss all the time. They just go in, and a lot of times people are asking me, why am I not making any sales? And I look at their shop and they're just all over the place. They're just scrambling, not putting any thought into the designs at all. So research not only the type of designs that are selling on the print on demand space, but what kind of designs do people actually want to buy and wear. So you need to, if you're going to design t-shirts, I've said this before, but you need to know what a good t-shirt design looks like. So research that as well. So lots of research before you even doing any design is to research what a good t-shirt looks like, and can you compete in that niche or in that topic, and can you provide something that people actually want to buy. So step number 2 is huge, and it is research. So step number 3 is design. So after all of these things, design is still really important, but don't just jump into design first. You notice it's step 3. We still need to do all that research and stuff. But when it comes down to it, design is what separates you from the competition. So even if you have the right trend, you have the right topic to design for, you still need to design something really well. So don't go and think that just because you have the right trend, you follow the trend credits, you follow all these different niches on there, that you're going to get sales. You still need to design something that people actually want to buy. So this is why it's so important to research and know what good t-shirt design looks like. Your design will separate you from the competition. So when someone is going to look for that trend, they're going to see your design next to all the other designs, and that is what they're going to look at first. So your design needs to pop out. It needs to be something interesting. It needs to be something that people will see over the other ones. It needs to have something special, right, that the other designs don't have, something that draws someone's eye to it, something that people want to say, yes, I want to spend my money on this one rather than that one. So that's what's going to help you with selling your product, with selling either your t-shirt or whatever product you're going to do. You're going to have to stand out with design and make something special with your design. So your keywords are going to help, yes. Your topic's going to help, yes, but first impression is the design. So your design doesn't have to be a masterpiece. It doesn't have to be something that's going to be in a museum or in an art show or anything like that, but it has to be good enough that people will want to spend their money on it. Good enough that people want to say, yes, I want to wear this, or yes, I want to buy this for someone as a gift or something. Okay, so that's design. Look at different techniques and colors and all these things. Lots of videos on this as well. So study up on design, improve your design over time, but don't neglect, don't just throw words on a t-shirt and expect that to sell. Make sure it's actually something people want to buy. So this is step number 3, and it's an important step that a lot of people forget. They think that design isn't that important and they can sell because they're following a trend. No, you still need to do something that's good enough that people want to buy. So step 3 is design. So step number 4 is uploading. And depending what print-on-demand site you're doing, you can upload up to 60 designs, I believe, on Redbubble. If you're just starting out on Merch by Amazon, you may only have one a day, so somewhere in between. But it's important for you to upload every day or as much as possible. And the reason why you want to upload every day is first to kind of get used to uploading every day. It's going to be something new for you. But I think it also helps with the algorithm. And I don't have anything to prove that, but I know that the more and more I upload every day, my sales start to go higher and higher. And it's just going to get you in the right rhythm, the right mindset of what's important. So if you're focusing on uploading as much as you can, uploading at least one a day, on Redbubble, you can do up to 60 a day. I would suggest do somewhere in between 1 and 10 if you're just starting out. As you get more and more into it, you might want to upload more and more. I'm uploading a lot every day just to kind of keep at it and keep my mind fresh on that. So you're going to learn a lot of different tricks on uploading as well. You're going to learn a lot about keywords. That's important. Again, tags, what kind of tags to use, and doing the research on that. And as you upload more and more, you'll get better and better at it. So that is another tip for you, this step of uploading. A lot of people think that this is a passive income and I can just upload 100 designs and sit back and wait for the money to come in. It's actually better for you to upload one at a time over 100 days instead of 100 at once. So this is a step that is very important, to just upload consistently. So if you can do every day, great, but consistency is key in this. So consistency, consistently uploading, consistently designing, consistency is key in the print-on-demand game. So step number 4 is consistently uploading. So step number 5, this is an important one that I think a lot of people ignore or maybe forget, and that is looking at data. So I talked about looking at data on your print-on-demand shops. For Amazon, you can look at the BSRs, and Redbubble, you can look at the best sellers, but I'm also talking about data that you get as a seller. So you can look at things that are not selling. That's good data. If you see that you're not selling over 3 weeks, if you're not getting a sale, maybe that's something people don't want to buy, and then you got to do more research and figure out what's wrong there. Also, what's good is if you are getting sales. So if you're getting sales, then that data is also good, because you can look at it and say, I should do more of this one. So data is very important. You want to base all your stuff off of data that you have, because otherwise you're just guessing. With data, you can make a better guess, right? So how many times are you making a sale for this design? Maybe do another design similar. Data is also important to see what is selling at the time. That's kind of how I find my trends on Amazon. I look at the BSRs and look at that data to see this is trending right now, or if the BSRs are really high, that is not trending right now. So data is really cool. So if you're on Merch by Amazon, Pretty Merch has a bunch of analytics stuff. I think you can get a lot of other tools out there. Do some research, watch some YouTube videos. I'm sure there's a lot of tools out there that also does analytics for other things. I know Merch Informer does some. There's some other things like Productor and things like that. So this isn't a video of what tools to get, but you can go and look on how to find data and good data and what data to follow when you're doing print on demand. So follow the data, use data to your advantage to make good decisions on what to design and what to design for. So this is your step number 5, and that is follow the data. So the last step, step number 6, is just to repeat steps 2 through 5 over and over and over again. So as you research, as you design, and as you follow the data, you're gonna learn over time what sells well for you and what doesn't sell, and just do those over and over again, and then try other things and see if those work, and if they do those again, and if they don't do those again. So as you repeat this process, you're gonna have a lot of things that are gonna sell well for you, and you're gonna learn that these things do well, and you're just gonna build that over time. So you're gonna have a lot of data to help you out to make the right decisions and you can just try other things too and see if those work, and if they don't, you know, put it in the pile of things that don't work and try other things. And when they do work, so you're gonna have a lot of you're gonna start to build a pile of things that start to work, and over time, may take you a little while, but you're gonna have a bunch of things that are gonna work really well for you, and you're gonna kind of hone that in. You're gonna know what style to do, you're gonna know what kind of colors work for you, what kind of products sell well for you, and with all that data, doing this over and over again, repeating this process, you're gonna get better and better and just continue to grow bigger and bigger. And so those are the steps. Those are the 6 steps. And let me go over them right here with you. So here they are. Here are all 6 steps. You can take your snapshot right now for this one. But first, step 1, remember, find the right one print-on-demand shop. Do your research, figure out which one works best for you. Find out which has the right products, the right markup, which one can pay you. Then step 2, research on what is selling in that specific print-on-demand shop. So, one may be different from the other. So you got to research on that one, what's selling, and then come up with ideas, figure out what's going to be the best thing that works in that shop, and then design those things. So after you're doing all that research, then make sure you design something that people actually want to buy and want to wear, right? And then consistently upload. So you're going to generate ideas and upload, and then follow the data. After a while, you're going to get some data back, whether it sells or it doesn't sell. If it doesn't sell, do something else. If it does sell, do more of those kinds of things, and keep practicing, keep trying out different things, and you'll eventually get a whole bunch of things that really work for you, and you'll learn what doesn't work and just push those on the side, right? And then repeat, follow those steps 2 through 5, and over time, you're just, like I said, you're gonna get a lot of stuff that actually works for you. So that's how you win on print on demand. That's I know these are really basic steps, but if you follow these and research these, watch videos about each of these different steps and learn these really well, I think you can do and be really successful on print on demand. It's gonna take a while for you to learn what style and what kinds of things work well, but that's part of it. And that's really cool about print on demand, is that it doesn't cost you anything but time. So that's why I love print on demand, because you can do these tests and figure out what works well and what doesn't. So hopefully this was really helpful for you. I know this is a really overview kind of high level steps, but you can go and learn more details about these. So let me know in the comments if this was really helpful for you. Thanks so much for staying till the end, and your reward is another edition of Trend Credits. Thanks for staying to the end for this trend credit. Here is your trend, Hispanic Heritage Month. So take a look at these shirts, a lot of low BSRs, and that's because this month, September 15th, is Hispanic Heritage Month. I think it goes to October 15th, so you can see a lot of sales going on right now, and some low BSRs, lots of sales. Take a look at the competition. This is what you'll have to be competing with. Make sure that yours stands out above these or as good as these, so people want to pick yours. Take a look at Merchant Informer. It is getting an A. So if you don't have Merchant Informer, I have a link in the description for Merchant Informer. This is where you can check competition and make sure that the competition's right. So let's take a look back at this Hispanic Heritage Month. Take a look at these low BSRs. I added up the top 10 lowest BSRs on here, and this is getting an A-. So very hot trend right now. It's not going to be very hot for long. Like I said, Hispanic Heritage Month starts on the 15th, September 15th. So have fun with this one. Make sure it's something that people would actually want to wear for the Hispanic Heritage Month. Do your research, make sure it's something good. So this is your trend for this video, Hispanic Heritage Month. So that is it for this video. Hopefully this video was really helpful. If it was, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Hopefully this helps you out if you're starting print on demand and wanted to know the different things that you can do to help yourself be successful on print on demand. Before I leave this video, I wanted to ask a question of the day, and the question of the day is related to this video, and that is, did I miss a step? I had 6 steps here. These are the things that I think will help you, but if you've been doing print on demand, or if you think that I missed one, I may have missed one on here, let me know in the comments. if there's something that everybody else should know, new beginners should know, or people doing print on demand. So I may have missed one, and I'd love your help if you would put that in the comments. So thanks again for watching this video. And if you want to see more videos like these on what to do with print on demand, how to design t-shirts and things like that, click on these videos here. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.